Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's continued discussion on Nectar of Devotion. So today we're going to do chapter 42, and today is a very auspicious day, Sapala Ekadasi. On this day, it's on 15th December 2025, another 16 days to go. The year 2025 is going to end for good, right? So today we're going to continue our discussion, and I'm grateful to all the devotees for joining us today. Okay, so before that, let's do our invocation prayer. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः करमयं ददति स्वपदतिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथं विदं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतपरिजनसहितं कृष्णा चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्ण पदं सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्विदंश्च। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाणी पासाचरी स्तरिणे नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती निति नामिने श्री वर्षभना विदविदयितये कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योजला प्रेमाद्य श्री रूपनुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्ते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतरिणी रूपनुग विरदा प्रसिद्धांत द्वांतहरिणी नमः गौर किशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये विप्रलंबरा संपदे पादंबुजयते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामिनी गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपनुग वरायते गौरवीर्भव भूमि तुम निटस सज्जन प्रिय वैष्णव सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ हिते नमः पंच कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। ओम महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गरुड़स्य नमः पंचतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधाकांत रमसुते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्त्रिवे प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपतमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री हरि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्ण पुस्तपुतले श्रीमती जयप्रताप स्वामी तिनाम निनामाचार्य पदाय निता कृपा प्रदाय गौरव कथाम दाय नगर। हरे कृष्ण। So right. So we're going to continue here. All right. So we're going to start from this thing. Okay. The fraternal loving affairs. Okay. So that's the topic for today, chapter 42. This chapter is also not so long. All right. Okay. We try to do it now. All right. So now let's look at this. What is fraternal loving affairs of Sri Krishna? Ata uddipana vayorupa shringa venudara harehe vinoda narma vikranti guna prishta janastata rajadeva avataradi chestanu karanadayaha. Right? So now Krishna's age, his beauty, his bugle, his flute, his conch shell, and his pleasing attitude all provoke love in friendship for him. All right. His exceptional joking ability, that means exceptional joking ability, exhibit sometimes by his pretending to be a royal priest or even the supreme personality of Godhead. Also give impetus to devotees developing love for Krishna in friendship. Now, learned scholars have divided Krishna's age into 3 periods. All right. We discussed that also before, right? Just give me a second. I just put a... All right. So, learned scholars have divided Krishna's age into 3 periods. Okay. The first period is called age up to 5 years is called Kaumara. Right. So, you can underline it. The age up to 5 years old is called Kaumara. Age from 6 through the 10th is called Pauganda. And the age from 11 through 15 is called Kaishora. Okay, teenager. When Krishna is spending his days as a cowherd boy, he's in the Kaumara and Pauganda age. Right? That means when age up to 5 years old, age through 5 is called, that means when he was a cowherd, he was riding the cow, he's in the Kaumara and Pauganda ages. So that means we see how young when he start riding the cows, herding the cows. In Kaishora age, right, that means 11 to 15, Krishna appeared in Gokula and he acted as a cowherd boy. And when he was 16 years old, he went to Madura to kill Kamsa. Okay, at the age of after Kaishora, that means after 15, when he turned 16, he went to Mathura to kill Kamsa. So it looks like in nowadays say like our cutoff time is 18, right? 18 means you're adult, something like that. But in a Vedic system, looks like 16. Until 15, you are a teenager. After that, you're considered this thing, right? The Kaumara age is suitable for reciprocating for love of a child with Mother Yashoda, right? So Kaumara age, that means when the child is young, until the age of 5, is suitable for reciprocating the love of a child with Mother Yashoda. Okay. In the 10th canto, 13th chapter, verse 11, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, it says, Bibrat Venum, Jatara Patayo, Sringa Vetra Chalakakshe, Vame Panao, Mashrana Kavalam, Tat Palanya Angulishu, Tistan Madhye Swa Parisuhrido, Hasayan Narmabi Swahi, Svargaloke Misati, Bubuje Yakna Buk Balakelihi. Right? In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami tells King Parikshit, he says, my dear king, although Lord Krishna is the supreme enjoyer and the beneficiary of all kinds of sacrificial ceremony, he still used to eat with his cowherd boyfriends. Right? This is because at the time, he accepted the pastime of an ordinary boy, keeping his flute under his arms, his bugle on the right side of his belt, along with his cane. In his left hand, he would hold a lump of rice paste, right? In the left hand, he holds a lump of rice paste with yogurt. And his fingers would be pilu, or the king of fruits, right? What is pilu? All right, that's a kind of fruits. When he would thus sit among his friends, he would appear that he was the whole of lotus flower. What is the whole of lotus flower? Let me sit in the middle. You know, in the lotus flower, there's something in the middle, right? WHOR, whole. The whole of lotus flower. That means it looks like he's here and all the boys sit around him. And that the friends surrounding him were petals. The friends surrounding him were petals. As they thus enjoyed joking among themselves, the denizens of heaven would become struck with wonder and would only stare at the scene. Krishna's Pauganda age can be further divided into 3 periods. Pauganda, all right? That means from 5 to 6. Namely, the beginning, middle, and the end. Right? Beginning, middle, and end. In the beginning of Pauganda age, there's a very nice reddish luster on his lips. Okay, his lips so reddish and luster. His abdomen is very thin. On his neck, there's a circle, those of a conch shell. In the neck, there's a circle, right? Just like a conch shell. You know how the conch shell looks like. Sometimes, some outside visitors would return to Vrindavan to see Krishna. Upon seeing him again, they would exclaim, my dear Mukunda, your beauty is gradually increasing, just like a leaf of a banyan tree. Okay? The leaf of banyan keep increasing. My dear lotus-eyed one, your neck is gradually manifesting circles like those of a conch shell. And in the shining moonlight, your teeth and cheeks are competing with Padmaraga jewel in their beautiful arrangement. I'm sure that your beautiful body developed is now giving much pleasure to your friends. At this age, Krishna was garlanded with various kinds of flower. He used to put on silk dress. Okay, colored with various kinds of dye. Such beautiful decoration is considered cosmetic for Krishna. Krishna would wear the dress when he used to go into forest and tend the cows. Okay. Sometimes he would wrestle there with different friends, and sometimes they would dance all together in the forest. These are some of the specific activities of the Pauganda age. Then the cowherd friends of Krishna were happy in his company, and they expressed their transcendental feeling with themselves. Thus, express their transcendental feeling within themselves. Thus, dear Krishna, you are always busy tending the cows, which are scattered all over beautiful Vrindavan. You have a beautiful garland, a small conch shell, a peacock feather on your turban, yellow-colored silk cloth, decorations of karnika flower on your ears, and mallika flower garland on your chest, appearing so beautiful that you pretend, just like an actor, to be fighting with us. You give us unlimited transcendental bliss. When Krishna is more grown up, in the middle age, all right? When the Krishna is more grown up, in the middle age of Pauganda, all right? There's a three stage of Pauganda. So now we discuss about the first stage. Now we're coming to the second stage of Pauganda, right? What is Pauganda again? What is Pauganda? Can you all recall Pauganda? All right? Pauganda means the first period is, all right? The first period, age up to 5, is Kaumara. Okay? The age between 6 years old through the 10 years old is called Pauganda. 6 years to 10 years. All right? So, now we are discussing 6 to 10. And later, when they come to the, when you come to age of, where is it? 11 years old to 15 years old, right? We called as Kaishora. Okay, we call as Kaishora. So now we are talking about 6 to 10 years old, the Pauganda, all right? So now the second step of Pauganda is what? All right, when Krishna is more grown up, in the middle age of Pauganda, his nails become finely sharp. His chubby cheek became lustrous and round. And the two sides of waist become his belt, where 3 distinct lines folded the skin, called Trivali. All right. So that means in the waist above his belt, and there are 3 distinct lines of folded skin. You know, sometimes when you see the stomach, in stomach there's a line. All right. So they start to see 3 distinct lines of the folded skin. So what they call it as Trivali. All right. Now try to imagine, try to visualize how Krishna looks like. The cowherd boyfriends of Krishna felt very proud of the association with him. At that time, the tip of his nose defeated the beauty of sesame flower. Okay, the tip of the nose defeat the thing of sesame flower. Sesame flower enadhu? Kadugu. Kadugu then sesame na. Can anyone? Sesame is kadugu, right?
No, Prabhu, yellow.
Yellow, Prabhu, yellow.
Yellow. And yellow got flower, is it?
Yellow, Prabhu. I don't know.
Huh?
Yellow, I don't know. I don't know, Prabhu.
So what we should do now, we should take the yellow and try to plant and see whether there's flower there or not. Right? So yellow got flower. Okay. Because they said his nose defeated the beauty of sesame flower. We should see. Maybe you'll try to Google it. If anybody finds the sesame flowers, maybe you can share in the group. The luster of his cheeks defeated glow of pearls. And 2 sides of his body were exquisitely beautiful. The both sides of his body. In this age, Krishna wore a silk dress that glittering like lightning. His head was decorated with 6 silk turban with gold lace. And his hand, he carried a stick about 56 inches long. Right? He carried a stick.
Sesame வந்து நல்ல எண்ணெய் கூட சொல்லுவாங்க. நல்ல எண்ணெய்க்கு flowers இருக்கும்.
Sesame வந்து நல்லெண்ணெயா?
நல்ல எண்ணெய் கூட சொல்லலாம் sesame.
அப்ப எள்ளு தானே?
நல்ல எண்ணெய் கூட சொல்லலாம்.
Yeah, I know sesame oil நல்லெண்ணெய்னுவாங்க. நெல்லுனா எள்ளு? எள்ளெண்ணெய்?
எள்ளு sesame தான்.
Sesame. Okay. சரி. So, try to look for the flower. Okay. Anyway, so his hand carried a stick about 56 inches long. You know, there's one single photo of Krishna. You know, a small boy, he'll be holding the stick and be standing, three banga. There's a nice drawing, Imagine they could draw means they could really got a good vision. They had what they call, maybe Prabhupada got that vision, explain, and they just express it through drawing. 56 inches long. See, very specific. Seeing this exquisite beautiful dress of Krishna, one devotee addressed his friend in this manner. My dear friend, just look at Krishna. See how he's carrying his hand, the stick which is bound up, down with his golden rings. See how he is carrying in his hand a stick which is bound up and down with golden rings. Up and down, I think, golden ring. And his turban with golden lace is showing such a beautiful luster. And how he dressed is giving his friends the highest transcendental pleasure. Right? And the end of Pauganda age. So now what happened at the end? That means he's coming into, okay, Krishna's hair sometimes hang from his hips. Krishna's hair sometimes hangs down from his hips. And sometimes it becomes scattered. What does that mean? Hip. Krishna's hair sometimes hangs down to his hips. Oh, hangs down to his hips. That means he had a long hair, is it? Yeah. Yes or no? What do you think? How do you understand this statement? Anyone? See, at the end of Krishna's Pauganda age, right? Krishna's hair sometimes hangs down to his hips. That means he had such a long hair. Is that the way we can understand? Come on, somebody, Prabhus and mothers. What do you think?
Yes, Prabhu.
Don't you think anything? Yes, Prabhu, Skandarajan Prabhu.
Should
I
be
think he had
Prabhu.
long hair.
Yeah, it sounds like long hair, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Prabhu.
long hair because it says up to his hips.
Yes, his hips. Wow. Hip mean idupu. Such a long hair. And sometimes it becomes scattered. Yes. If the thing becomes scattered, yes, it's supposed to be the hair will become scattered. Okay. Wow. Then, in this age, his two shoulders become higher and broader, right? And his face became always decorated with marks of tilaka. When his beautiful hair scatters over his shoulder, it appears to be goddess of fortune embracing him. Wow. And this embracing is highly relished by his friends. Subala once addressed him in this way. My dear Krishna, my dear Keshava, your round turban, the lotus flower in your hand, the vertical marks of tilak on your forehead, your kumkuma scented mask on all, okay, your kumkuma scented mask, okay, kumkuma scented mask is a perfume, all over your beautiful body, features are defeating me today. Although I'm usually stronger than you or any of our friends, since this is so, I do not know how these features of your body can fail to defeat the pride of all the young girls in Vrindavan. When I am so defeated by this beauty, what chance is there for those who are naturally very simple and flexible? Okay. At this age, Krishna took pleasure whispering into the ears of his friends. Okay, it takes pleasure whispering like that. And the subjects of his talk was the beauty of gopis who were just tearing before them, right? So what happened? Can you all imagine? At this age, okay, he and his friends, Krishna and his friends were like sitting under the tree, and he sees the gopis are passing by, and he go to the ears. Hey, can you see that pretty girl? Can you see that gopi? Wow, look at her, so pretty. Whispering into the ears. So it takes a lot of pleasure, whispering, okay, into the talks was the beauty of the gopis who were just tearing before them. They're just like going around them, right? Then Subala addressed Krishna this. My dear Krishna, you are very cunning. You can understand the thoughts of others. Therefore, I'm whispering within your ear all of these 5 gopis who are most beautiful. The 5 gopis who are most beautiful. You have been attracted by your dress, And I believe that Cupid has entrusted them with the responsibility of conquering you. In other words, the beauty of the gopis were capable to conquer Krishna, although Krishna is the conqueror of all universe. Drutvastvang yat avaisi gatam ata karne tava vyahare. Keyang mohanata samritir aduna goduk kumari gane. Kumari. Atrapi dyuti ratnarohana bhuva sake pancha saha. Pancheshur jagatam jaye nija durang yatrar payang madhyate. The symptom, Kaishoram. All right, now we're going to talk about Kaishora Purvam. Evoksa sangshe penochate tata. The symptoms of Kaishora age have already been described. And it is the age that devotees generally most appreciate Krishna. All right, they have described it. All right, then Pashyot Shika Bali Trai Varalate Vasas Tadin Manjule Pron Milat Vanad Malika Parimala Stome Tamala Twise Uksatyam Baka Chatakam Smita Rasair Damodaram Bodare Sridama Ramaniya Roma Kalika Kirnanga Saki. Kalika Kirnanga Shaki Babau Praya Kaishora Ivayam Sarva Bhaktesu Basate Tena Yauvana Shobasya Neha Kachit Prapanchita. Right? Now I'm wondering, to pronounce this, we pronounce Kaishora or Kishora?
Kishora, Prabhu.
Kishora, huh? Oh, okay. That means I've been pronouncing it all the while wrongly. Kaishoram. This is Kaishoram Purvam. But here we call as Kishoram. Yes, Mataji is doing Sanskrit. Yes. Correct, huh? Kishora. I means we pronounce it E, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Great. Thank you, Mataji. All the while, you know that in KL there's a youth group they call what they call Pandava Kaishora, right? Oh no, maybe they meant up there Kaishora, Kai. So now here we call Kishora. Okay, not Kaishora, Kishora. Krishna with Radharani is worshipped as Kishora Kishori. Wow. Can you please underline the statement here? So Kishora Kishori. Krishna with Radharani is worshipped as Kishora Kishori. Krishna does not increase his age, that is, although he is the oldest personality. He does not increase his age. He always remains young and youthful. He has innumerable different forms. His original form is always youthful. In the pictures of Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, you can see the picture of Krishna behind me, right? We can see that he's youthful, although at that time, he was old enough to have sons, grandsons, and great-grandsons. He was 120 years old, 100 plus years old, right? At that time. Now, the cowherd boyfriends of Krishna once said, Alankara alankritva, tavangam pankajekshana, sakin kevalam evedam, damna diman dinotana. You need not decorate your body with so many ornaments. Your transcendental features are themselves so beautiful that you do not require any ornaments. They said, you're so beautiful, you don't need any ornaments. Then, at this age, whenever Vraja Nija Vadabi Vita Dirkayang Ushasi Vishana Vare Ruvatya Udragam Ahaha Savayasam Tadiya Romnam Api Nivaha Samang Eva Jagratisma Venur Yata Suhirdo Nahi Yata Katara Arim Anveshtum Ita Sutam Ravehi Katayannamum Atra Vainava Dvani Duta Sikare Dinotina. At this age, whenever Krishna begins to vibrate his whenever Krishna begins to vibrate his flute early in the morning, all of his friends immediately get up from the bed just to join him in going for pasturing grounds. One of the friends once said, my dear cowherd friends, the sound of Krishna's flute from above Govardhan Hill He's telling us that we need not go to search him out on the bank of Yamuna. Said, hey, sounds right. Then we don't need to look for him in Yamuna. He's in Govardhan. Right? Now, Parvati, Panchali, Pataya, Shrutva, Panchajanyasya Nishvanam, Panchasya Pasya Mudita, Panchasya Pratimam Yayu. Parvati, the wife of Lord Shiva, told her husband, he said, my dear Panchamukha. Panchamukha means five-faced. Right? Shiva got five faces. Okay, I'm not sure. Just look at the Pandavas. After hearing the sound of Krishna's conch shell, known as Panchajanya, they have regained their strength and are just like lions. So look at the flow. Panchali Pataya Shrutva, Panchajanyasya Nishvanam, Panchasya Pasya Muddita, Panchasya Pratimam Yatu. Can you see the word? All in a Pancha. Parvati, the wife, also told the husband, my dear Panchamukhi, look at Pandava, Pancha Pandava, 5 boys. And look at the Krishna, Panchajanya, the flute. And by doing that, they regain the strength, just like the lions. At this age, Krishna wants to dress himself exactly like Radharani. Right? Once he dressed up himself like Radharani, just to create fun among his friends. He put on golden earrings, and because he was blackish, he smeared the pulp of kumkuma all over the body in order to become fair as she. Right? So Krishna is so black. So in order to look like Srimati Radharani, he started to put kumkuma all over the body. Right? Just in order to become as fair as she. By seeing this dress, Krishna friend Subala became very astonished. So wow, they were like taken away. So Krishna played with his intimate friends sometimes by fighting and wrestling with their arms, right? Sometimes by playing ball and sometimes by playing chess. Sometimes they carried one another on their shoulder, and sometimes they exhibit their expertness in whirling locks, right? Whirling, take the lock, they start to spin, whirling locks. As the cowherd friends used to please Krishna by sitting together with him on couches on the swings, by lying together on their bed, by joking together, and by swimming in the pool. All these activities are called Anubhava. Okay? Whenever all the friends would assemble in the company of Krishna, they would immediately engage in all these functions, especially the dancing together. They start to engage in all these kind of functions. All right? Regarding their wrestling, one friend once asked Krishna, my dear friend, O killer of Aga, demon, you are very proudly wandering among your friends, trying to exhibit your arms as very strong. It is that you are envious of me. I know that you cannot defeat me in wrestling. And I also know that you were sitting idly for a long time because you are hopeless of defeating me. See how the friends all talk to each other. Agahara jita kashi, kasi, yuddha kandula bahus, twang atasi saki ghost Tyam Atman Viryam Stuvana. Kataya Kim U Mamochais Chanda Jor Danda Chesta. Viramita Ranarango Ni Sahanga Stitosi. You are so hopeless for defeating me. And all the friends were very daring, would ask risk difficulty. Right? All the friends were very daring and would risk any difficulty. They are very daring. They can take any risk because they were confident that Krishna will help them, them to be victorious in all adventure. They used to sit together and advise one another what to do, sometimes inducing one another to be engaged in welfare work. All right. So sometimes they sit and plan, and sometimes they induce others. Hey, I dare you to do that, right? Something like that. Sometimes they would offer betel nuts to one another. Vatalapath, right? Betel nuts to one another. Decorate one's another face with tilaka and smear pulp of chandana on one other's body. Sometimes for the sake of amusement, they used to decorate their face in a strange way. They make all this kind of strange look. Another business of his friends was that each of them wanted to defeat Krishna. Sometimes they used to snatch his clothing or snatch away the flower from his hands. Sometimes one would try to induce another to decorate his body for him. And failing him, they were always ready to fight, challenging one and another to combat in wrestling. These were the sum of the general activities of Krishna and his friends. Wow. Another important pastime of the friends of Krishna was they served as messenger. Okay, important pastime of their friends is they served as messenger. Okay, why? These are the boys who will go and to and from gopis. Sometimes during our childhood, right, when we are teenager, when we start to like a girl, we'll ask our friend, hey, can you help me to send this love letter to her? Because I don't dare to do it, or I mean, say an individual don't dare to do it. So they send a friend, can you just go and help it? That's the time, the peak of friendship. Right? The friends will set the scene. The friend will say, never mind. Today, you take the girl, you want to go for a date, never mind, you go. All right? The friend will give a motorbike. Now, Pacha, you take my motorbike and go. Take the girl, okay, just take her for date. So once you go there, don't worry, we'll look out. See anybody's coming or not. Sometimes when the, now it's common, but in those days, when a young boy and young girl sits in the park, the police will disturb. All right? They say, hey, what up? Something like that. So we'll look out. So the friends were such a wonderful friendship at that time. They try to help each other's love. So the same thing happened during Krishna's time. So the important pastime is they served as messenger to and from the gopis. They introduced the gopis to Krishna and canvassed for Krishna. Wow. Can you imagine? They go do canvassing for Krishna. Hey, Gopi, Krishna is very handsome. Why not you go and have some lila with him? Go and go see him and everything. Canvas for him, Krishna. When the gopis were disagreement with Krishna, sometimes gopi were disagreement. Usually it's very common, especially when in love. In love time, everything seems to be like beautiful, right? They'll be quarreling, and especially the girls like to, in Malay, we call tare harga. Right? Hey, why? They like to tare harga, and the boy will be like going, try to pacify. So the same thing happened when the gopi were disagreeing with Krishna. These friends would support Krishna's side in his presence. But when Krishna was not present, they would support the side of the gopis. When Krishna is there, wait, you say Krishna is there? When Krishna is there, actually, what is his correct? Krishna is a cunning fellow, So they'll be siding the side of the gopis. In this way, sometimes supporting one side, sometimes the other, they would talk very privately with much whispering in the ears. Although none of the business were very serious. Vanya Ratna Alankar. Okay, they were all engaged, Ratna Alankar. So Vanya Ratna Alankarer. Madhavasya Prasadanam. Purastaurya Tirikam. Tasya Gavam Sambalana Kriyaha. Anga Samvahanam Malya Gumpanam Bijanadayaha. Etas Sadarana Tasir Vayasyanam Kriya Mata. Vayasya. You remember what is Vayasya means? Right? Can anyone say what is Vayasya?
Friends of the same age.
Yes, the friends of same age. Eta Sadarana Dasir. Vayasyanam Kriya Mata. Purvokteshva Paras Chatra. Nyeyo Direr Yato Chitam. So now I explain you all. All right, one part is Sadarana Dasar, there is servant and all that. So what happened? The servant of Krishna was sometimes engaged in collecting flower. Then they decorate their body with valuable ornaments and trinkles. What they call Ratana Alankaram. Ratana means what? All this expensive jewelry and all this. They take an ornament and they try to decorate him. Then dancing before him. Then singing. Then helping him herd the cows. Okay. Massaging his body. Preparing flower garlands. All right. And sometimes fanning his body. These were some of the primary duty of the servants of Krishna. The friends and the servant. That means Dasair and Vyayasana. All right. The things here. Okay. Dasair, the servant, and the friend of the same age. Dasair, Vyasyas. All right. the friend servant of Krishna, were combined together in serving him. And all the activities were known as Anubhava. Right? When Krishna came out from the Yamuna after chastising Kali and Naga, Sridham wanted to embrace him first, but he could not raise his arms because of his great feeling of respect. Right? When Krishna used to play with his flute, the vibration appeared just like the roaring of a cloud in the sky during the constellation of Swathi Natchatram. Right? So I think during the Swathi Natchatram, there'll be feel like a roaring of the cloud. You know, I don't know whether we read it together or I read it somewhere. According to certain nakshatra, in that place, in certain nakshatra, in that nakshatra, the rain falls. So first, the sea pH level has to be conducive. And in certain nakshatra, there will be rain falls to the sea. And that sea is the place where it produces the fine pearls. Have you heard about it? Did I spoke you or have I read somewhere? Have I spoke about this before? Anyone?
No, Prabhu.
No, eh? All right. No.
No,
Ah,
Prabhu.
let me see. I think it's in Madhurya Kadambini. Because there is a talking about rumbling of the cloud and raining of nectar. All right. In certain nakshatra, all right, in certain nakshatra, when the sea is into this certain level of temperature or pH, at that moment, in certain nakshatra, there will be a rain. The rain fall to the sea, and that is the conducive moment where the oyster will produce pearls. All right. So like that. So suddenly when I remember that, right? So when Krishna used to play on the flute, the vibration appeared just like the roaring of clouds in the sky during the constellation of Swathi. So Swathi means, constellation means moving. The Swathi Nakshatra is moving from one house to another house. Right? This is something I should, let's do research. Okay, the Swathi Nakshatra, the movement of Swathi, right? Right? You see there's a roaring of the cloud. So according to the Vedic astronomical calculation, yes, it's here. If there is a rain during the constellation of Swathi star, this is the one, yes. Hari Bol, Krishna, all the Gauranga. Now please look at this. According to, that's why I remember reading somewhere. According to the Vedic astronomical calculation, if the rain during the constellation of Swathi Nakshatra star, any rain falling on the sea will produce pearls. Any rain that fall on the sea will produce pearl. Yes, I think it's Madhurya Kadambini. Yes, I remember reading that. And now, if the rain falling on the serpent will produce jewel. You know, the snake have a this thing, what they call that? Naga Mani. Have you heard about that? Kind of jewel that you find in the snake. What is that?
நாகமணி தான் சொல்லுவாங்க bro.
Nagamani. Manikam. Manikakalli, right. It's a kind of reddish. It produced from the poison, the crystallized poison. It's very rare and very powerful, right? From the thing. Then another animal also produces jewel. You know who? Elephant. Got such thing? Very, very rare. Very rare. You know, the elephant, all the some things that I think the semen or some kind will go and stay on the, after the animal become very matured, it produces a kind of jewel. All right. They call Gajamani or something like that. Anyone who has that jewel, he'll be very, very, very opulent. He will never face any kind of suffering, financial or opulent suffering in his life. Right? They say. Because the story was told by what is his name? Indra Yumna Maharaj. Right? He went and met a sadhu. Right? He met a sadhu, and the sadhu actually showed him the jewel. See, this is the elephant jewel. Because when he went to the ashram, he was so surprised to see the appearance of the ashram. Looks like the ashram never faced any kind of trouble. Right? So he said, this is the thing. Then he asked, give it to me. Say, why? Because I'm going around the world and preach. I need this kind of protection. The sadhu says cannot, because it comes under the parampara, the guru parampara. They're coming. All the acharyas will keep the gajamani. All right. Anyway, let's come to this point. So we see, according to Vedic astronomical calculation, there is a rain during the constellation of Swati Nakshatra. Any rain that falls into the sea will produce pearl. Any rain that falls on a serpent will produce jewel. Similarly, when Krishna's flute was roaring like a thundercloud under the Swati constellation, resulting the perspiration of Sridham appeared to be just like the pearls. So the perspiration on the Sridham's body. So when Sridham start to sweat, all the sweat start to look like pearl. Do you understand this analogy? Do you understand? When the Swati Nakshatra rain falls on sea, produces what? Pearl. When the Swati Nakshatra rain falls on a snake, it produces manikam, the stone. But now, when Krishna was playing the flute, it's just like a Swati Nakshatra rain drop. When he was listening to that flute, Sudama start to sweat. Sridham start to sweat. And looks like from the sweat that comes from his body, looks like pearls appearing from his body. Do you understand the analogy, Prabhus and mothers? Purincha? Why? You don't understand?
Purinchi, Prabhu.
Okay. Nandari Mataji? Okay. I think she's busy now.
Yes,
All right.
Prabhu. Yes.
You got it, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu.
So like that. So it's a kind of beautiful analogy, right? Kritos, Kridot, Savananda Rasang Mukunde, Swadi Ambude, Swadi Nakshatra, Swadi Ambude, Varshati Ramya Goshe, Sridama Murtir Vara Shuktir Esha, Svedambu Mukta Patalim Prashute. So beautiful. Romanchayata, Danakeli Kaumadyam, Api Guru Purastvang, Utsanga Nidaya Vishankate, Vipula Pulakolasam, Swara Parishvajate Hari, Pranayati Tavaskande, Chasa Bujam Buja Gopamam, Kwa Subala Pura Siddha, Kshetra Chakarta Kiyat Tapaha. Oh, my battery. How many percent? All right, okay, just give me a second. Think what this reminder. All right, okay. So what it says here, when Krishna and Subala was embracing one another, when Krishna and Subala were embracing one another, what happened? Our Srimati Radharani became a little envious. Hiding her hot temperament, she said, "My dear Subala, you are very fortunate, because even in the presence of superiors, you and Krishna have no hesitation in putting your arms on each other's shoulder." Right? I think it must be admitted that in your previous life, you have succeeded in many kinds of austerity. So the idea is that although Radharani was accustomed to putting her arms on Krishna's shoulder, it was not possible for her to do such a thing in the presence of a superior, whereas Subala could do so freely. Radharani therefore praised his good fortune. You know, sometimes when a boy or a man, you know, when they start to have a very close, loving relationship with a friend, sometimes the girls, or say the girlfriend or wife, will get jealous. Okay, let's have a little discussion on this. When I have got a very good friend. Okay, I had I mean not to say I have. a very, what is this? Okay. I have a very good friend, a Chinese guy, very close, my dear friend, like brothers. We were so close, right? So whenever he comes to Ipoh, I'll be going out with him. And during young time, or during when you were newly married or was with my wife, it almost 3 or 4 times a week we'll meet. Every time we meet, we'll be talking until one day my wife, not all one day, always my wife will be jealous. And she say, you should have married him, not me. Despite me spending so much of time with my wife, that is a standard statement. Huh? Oh, who's calling? Chong calling. Chong! Oh my God, go and marry him lah. Finish lah. Chong calling her, finish lah. You have no time for me. Despite me spending all the time with her, she will say, you have no time for me. So now, I'm asking Matajis here, or Prabhus, did you have experience, the Prabhus, have you experienced like this? Or the Matajis, do you nag your husband? Yes, Saki Mataji? She was
Yes,
supposed to
bro. Yes, bro. Till now.
புருஷனை நிம்மதி விட மாட்டீங்க.
இன்ன வரைக்கும் bro.
Oh, really?
என்ன இவ்வளவு டைம் இருக்கு அவங்க கூட பேச, நம்மளுக்கு டைமே இல்லைன்றீங்க.
See. How about others? Have you experienced that? Any other mothers who are married? Let's see. How about Skandarajan Prabhu? Did your wife nag you like this? Or Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu is there. Okay. Do you have experienced your wife nagging like this to you? No.
Our age difference is quite high, bro. So usually she's on the mixed side.
Okay. So she don't nag you. Yeah. So it's now when I read this, I remember that. It's not, I was thinking, why my wife so leche lah. She just don't allow me to go and 24/7 I'm with her. At least 2 hours lah. Let me just go. After so long he comes to Ipoh, my friend. We got vandutana, poach. He came already lah, gone lah. You get married to him lah. Don't come back. I was like, what are you talking? So this is not happening also here. It's also happened during Radharani's pastime. So whatever happened there is also happening here. Okay. Susala. All right. So when Krishna entered the lake of Kaliya, his intimate friend became so perturbed and their bodily color faded. They were so panicked when Krishna entered into the thing. They thought Krishna is gone. And they all produced horrible gurgling sound. Gurgling sound. At that time, all of them fell down on the ground as if unconscious. He couldn't take the possibilities. Krishna has gone in with a snake, Pochi. Similarly, when there was a forest fire, all of Krishna's friends neglected their own protection and surrounded Krishna and all tried to protect him from the flames. They all surrounded Krishna. I said, no, you have to be safe. No, we don't care about us. This behavior of the friends towards Krishna is described as by a thoughtful poet as Vyabhichari. Vyabhichari. Alright? Ata Vyabhicharina. Vyabhichari Bhava. Augriyam trasam tatalasyam. Varja yit vakila pare. Rase preyasi. Bhavanyai katita vyabhicharina. Tatra yoge madang harshang. Garvang nidrang drittam vina yoge mritim klamang vyadim vina pasmriti dinate. In Vyabhichari ecstatic love for Krishna, there's sometimes madness, dissectory, fear, laziness, jubilation, pride, dizziness, meditation, disease, forgetfulness, and humbleness. These are some of the common symptoms of the stage of Vyabhichari ecstatic love. Now, when they are dealing between Krishna and his friends, which are completely devoid of any feelings of respect, they all treat at one another in an equal level. All right? There's no respect, it's not equal level. This ecstatic love in friendship is called sthai bhav. Sthai. So we understand Vyabhichari means there'll be All the things like jubilation, pride, meditation, madness, craziness, everything is there. Right? That means, in other words, you feel very uncomfortable. All right? Just like the wife be uncomfortable when when the husband goes and talk to his best friend. Just like what Saki Mataji said. Just like this Vyabhichari. Sthai bhav means what? Okay, please underline the word sthai bhava. Because here there's a no, I mean, now only I'm seeing the term, right? Sthai bhav. Right? When you see that other book, like from, what they call? Madhurya Kadambini, Sri Brahmas, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, and also the book by what the Maharaj name? Banu Maharaj. You see all that one by one character. But now only we are seeing that. Vyabhichari means ecstatic love while you are feeling agitated, disturbing. Second, sthai bhav. So sthai. So sthai means what? And they call it as sthai bhava, right? So sthai means what? It is a kind of respect. I mean, it's a completely devoid. That means there's no such thing, any feeling or respect. And they are all treat one another on an equal level. All right. Sometimes when you have friends, you have to say, right, there's no feeling, because you are on same level. You're just like become normal. Okay. This kind of friendship is called as sthai. So what we call it as sthai bhava. Okay, sthai. This is vyabhichari. Right. Just now we saw that vyabhichari bhav, and this is called sthai bhav. Vishrambo gada vishvasya vishesha yatrano jitta. Esha sakya ratir vriddhim gacchanti pranaya kramat. Prema sneha tataraga iti pancha bidobita. When one is situated in the confidential friendship, when one is situated in this confidential friendship, what is this confidential friendship? In this confidential friendship, okay? Okay, so this is confidential. We understand as sthai bhav. Okay, so Shrambu Gadak Vishva Vishesha. When one is situated in this confidential friendship, in this confidential friendly relationship with Krishna, one shows symptoms of love such as attraction, affection, affinity, and attachment. All right? Okay. Okay, let me see again. First, we understand. Okay, let's look at this again. All right. So first thing, what we understand. Okay. First, we say when there are dealings. First word that we see, dealings between Krishna and his friends. That means what? Krishna and Gopa. All right. Which are completely devoid. Completely devoid means there's completely none. Don't have what? Feelings of respect. There's no feeling of respect. And they are all treat one another on an equal level. So what is this? What friendship is this? Vayasyas. Same level. Vayasyas. Same age. Right? So that means, in other words, they completely devoid of feeling of respect and feelings of respect. And they all treat one another on an equal level. So this love, this called ecstatic love, called in friendship, is called sthai bhav. Okay. But now it's mentioned here, the next verse, it says, when one is situated in this confidential friendly relationship, okay, in this confidential friendly relationship with Krishna, one shows symptoms of love such as attraction, affection, affinity, and attachment. Okay, so we understand sthai bhav. So sthai bhav means what? Okay, sthai bhav means we are talking about one on an equal level. Okay, the feelings and respect and treat one another in equal level. Okay, that means they're completely devoid of feelings of respect. So that means here there's no feeling of respect. That means there's no awe and veneration. Okay, can I make that statement? Does it make sense? Because the next statement, Rupa Goswami is telling, when one is situated in this confidential friendly relationship, that means they're same level, all right? There's no feeling of respect, all right? There's no feeling of respect, and they treat one another on an equal level. They all stand at the same level. This thing, same level. At this time, one shows symptoms. At this time, even the same level, they show the symptoms of love, such as attraction, affection, affinity, and attachment. Are you all following me on this? Anything that you want to add or you want to discuss? So stai bhav means no respect in the sense that no feeling. Feeling like, oh, you are superior to me. You are worshipable. Or you are inferior to me. You are junior to me. You are senior to me. There's no parental. Those who are senior, like Balaram and all these, they're senior, they have some kind of parental love for Krishna. Why? They protect Krishna from all problem. Hey, my Thambi got problem. Come, let's go and take care of him. So senior friends. And his junior friends, oh, Anne, Abang. Like, sometimes the term they say, oh, Anne, you're a big brother, I serve you. They bring betel nut, they massage the leg, they fan. We read about it. Those who, they talk in the same level, they sleep together, they put the hand around. Sometimes they say, you are cunning, you think you are beautiful, I'm more better looking than you, this kind of feeling. So that means there's no feeling of and there's no feeling of an inferior, junior. All right, it's the same level. Understand? But the symptoms that they show is okay. Internet not. Can you all hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. So symptom they show is love. What the symptoms they show, even though the same level, they show attraction. That means such a handsome friend. Affection. Hey, eaten or not? Have lunch? Affinity and attachment. And all this called as stai bhav. So an example stai bhav is exhibited when Arjuna told Akrura. Example here. Okay. What example is this? He said, Arjuna told Akrura, son of Gan, Krishna, please ask Krishna when I be able to embrace him in my arms. Right? Arjuna told, go, please ask Krishna when I shall be able to embrace him in my arms. Put my hand around him. Put the hand like, friendship like this. Embrace in my arms. When there is full knowledge of Krishna superiority, when there's a full knowledge of Krishna superiority, and yet in the dealing with him on a friendly terms, respectfulness is completely absent. That means even they understand, they got a full knowledge that Krishna is superior, is great, is a supreme personality. When come to friendship, the term respectfulness is completely absent. All right? This stage is called as affection. When you have so much of affection, you don't see what's the quality, right? Like for instance, you see, all right. Recently, I saw in one post, this guy, what happened? What is Zamri, right? A Panko MP. Recently, one of his mentor or is very close to his heart friend, Achao, passed away in Panko. He went to the funeral there, all right? There is no such thing. A minister came and everybody stand up, this thing, no. He just went in as one of they're all very close. They all like grew up. If he takes Achav like his father or something like that. And his sons, that means the person that he grew up with, the fellow, they all were like putting the hand around him, and they were sitting and talking and chatting as though like they don't recognize him as a minister. He's a higher education minister. So when I see about this, I remember that. So when you see there's a full knowledge dealing with him, they know that it's great. But when they are in that friendly environment, the terms respectfulness is completely absent because of affection. All right? Now, there is one brilliant example of this affection. When the demigods headed by Lord Shiva were offering respectful prayers to Krishna, describing the glorious opulence of the Lord, Arjuna stood before him with his hand on his shoulder and brushed the dust from his peacock feather. Oh boy, that's so wonderful. Surais Tripura, Jin Mukher, Api Vidiyamanas Tuter, Api Pratayata Param, Adhika Param Paramestya Shriyam. Dadat Pulakinam Harer Adi, Shirodi Savyambujam, Samaskuruta Pangshuman, Shirasi Chandrakan Arjuna. Yes, somebody raised the hand. Who's that? Who raised the hand? Yes, Saki Mataji. Oops.
ஹரே
Alama.
கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
Hare Krishna.
பிரபு, எனக்கு ஒரு கேள்வி என்னன்னா, இப்ப வந்து
Ah,
கோலோக்க விருந்தாவனத்துல மாதுரிய ராசத்துல இருக்கிறவங்க தான் போக முடியும். சோ நீங்க ஏற்கனவே உங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க கிளாஸ்ல. இப்ப இந்த
yeah.
கிருஷ்ணாவோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து 4 டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்குங்க. அவங்களும் வந்து ஸ்ரீராமா, மது, மங்களா, சுபாலா இவங்கெல்லாம் வந்து கோலுக்கு விருந்தாவனத்துல தானே பிரபு இருப்பாங்க. அவங்க வேற சப் ஆர்டினேட்ஸ்ல வேற இதுல இருப்பாங்களா? எனக்கு புரியல பிரபு. ஏன்னா அவங்களும்
They are staying
கிருஷ்ணாவோட
in
இன்டிமேட்
Goloka
ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்
Vrindavan.
தானே.
Yeah, they stay in Goloka Vrindavan, but the place called Mathura.
ஓகே.
The place is Goloka Vrindavan. Goloka Vrindavan got many places. One is Dwaraka, Mathura, Vrindavan. You know?
ஆமா பிரபு.
Vrindavan,
பட் இவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து கிருஷ்ணா கூட பிருந்தாவன் பாஸ்ட் டைம்ஸ் தானே பிரபு இருந்தாங்க.
yeah, of course. So you must understand Krishna is not one that go and entertain everybody. Krishna separate, just like 16,108 wife. பிரிஞ்சு இருக்காருல்ல, அதே மாதிரி அந்த இடத்துல இட்டனால அது நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. கிருஷ்ணா இன்னும் பேபியா தான் இருக்காரு. யசோதா மாய் இன்னும் ஒரு பால் கொடுத்துட்டு தான் இருக்காங்க ஒரு கட்டத்துல. இன்னொரு இடத்துல டோராக்கால வந்து கிருஷ்ணா வந்துட்டு அந்த இடத்துல அரசனா இருக்காரு. பஞ்ச பாண்டவர்கள் கூட இருந்துகிட்டு சந்தோஷமா விளாண்டுகிட்டு இருக்காங்க. இன்னொரு இடத்துல வந்து கிருஷ்ணா வந்து இன்னும் மாடு மேய்ச்சிட்டு தான் இருக்காரு கோபா கூட. இன்னொரு இடத்துல கிருஷ்ணா வந்து கோபியர்களோட ஆட்டம் பாட்டம் கொண்டாட்டமா இருந்துகிட்டு தான் இருக்காரு. சோ கிருஷ்ணா இஸ் இட்டர்னல். தட் மீன்ஸ் இந்த எல்லா இடத்துலயும் ஒரே கிருஷ்ணா பல விதமான செயல் இல்ல. சோ ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து அந்த இட்டர்னலா அந்த பாஸ்ட் டைம் ஓடிக்கிட்டே தான் இருக்கு.
எனக்கு அது புரியுது பிரபு. எனக்கு வந்து என்ன கேள்வினாக்கா, இந்த சக்கியராஸ் வந்து கண்டிப்பா வந்து கோலோக்க விருந்தாவனத்துல இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, மதுரால தான் இருப்பாங்களா?
ஆமா, கோலோக்க உருண்டவன் வந்து ராதாராணி ராதாராணி கோபியஸோட தானே இருப்பாரு. ரொமான்டிக் ஃபீலிங் அந்த இடத்துல ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் வச்சு என்ன பண்றது? Yeah. So because the Madhurya Leela, when Madhurya Leela is sweetness, the sweetness is only can express with your lover, not with your friends. You got it? Yeah, Saki Mataji? Okay.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு, புரியுது பிரபு. தேங்க்ஸ் பிரபு.
All right. Okay. Because we understand, right? When we really look at the map of Govardhan, okay, you asked a fantastic question. Since you triggered the question yesterday when I was doing that class, what they call what class I'm doing, Gita Gyan. Suddenly I remembered this. Okay, one. This is okay. Why am I using this when I have the technology to do it? All right. So let's look at this. Jai Krishna, give me memory, give me intelligence. Right. So this is the this thing Goloka, and in this Goloka, I can't believe I'm doing this. Wow. Right? My drawing is out a bit, am I? What is this, Mataji? Can anyone tell me what is this?
Golok Vrindavan.
அப்புறம்
Lotus.
என்ன அர்த்தம்?
Golok Vrindavan.
கோலுக்கா உண்டவன இப்ப என்ன இப்ப நான் என்ன வரைஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கேன் சைட்ல?
அது வந்து அதோட petals.
Petals, yes. Okay. Sorry for my drawing. I'm trying this for the first time. Suddenly I'm inspired. This is Goloka Vrindavan in the middle. Okay, let me show. Right, this is wait, just change this color first, black color. Then you can see the difference. Okay. Now, all right. Now you see this is Goloka Vrindavan. Why it's changing color, Krishna? Okay. Now this is Goloka Vrindavan. Okay. So you must say then only I understand you're listening. All right. Are you there?
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes, this is Goloka Vrindavan. What is in Goloka Vrindavan? This place is divided into few space. Inside the Goloka Vrindavan, there's a few space divided. All right. Okay, I just give you this thing. One exactly in the middle of the Goloka Vrindavan, you see that Govardhan. What is Govardhan? Radha Kund, Shama Kund. These are topmost. At this one side, you see the Leela Navadvip. Navadvip, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with all the associates. Then on the other side, you see Mathura. Inside the Goloka, inside Mathura. Mathura. So in the Mathura, hey, no. Wait. I think I'm making a mistake. No, not like that. Sorry. In Goloka Vrindavan, yes, correct. In the Vrindavan itself, there is Navadvip, Mathura, and Vrindavan. These three things is in the middle. But among this place, the exact middle, the most supreme topmost place is what? This area in the middle, call it as Goloka, having a nice, beautiful Leela. You got it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Now, this one petal is Krishna expanded in different character in Goloka Vrindavan, in this Goloka. And now, when you look at this whole place is called as Goloka. This entire setting is called as Goloka. Purida? In this, like a lotus flower, petal, manarya petal. So now you see, in every petal, there is one pastimes. So when you see, this is the place of called maybe Dwaraka. This is the place we call Jagannath Puri. This is the place we call whatever that pastime. Because Krishna, what we have studied in the Vedas is only partial, because there is unlimited pastime going on. All right? Unlimited pastime. Okay? And all these are eternally existing in there.
Okay.
All right? But the middle one, the middle part is the place where Krishna is having his amorous pastime, Leela, with Radharani. That is the topmost place.
I understand.
Okay. Got it. So Krishna appears in all these different, but of course he's there everywhere. Mataji, do you know something? You asked a question that make me understand the subject even more deeper. Thank you so much. Wow. Anyway.
Doubts you're clearing. Thank you, Prabhu.
Just think about it. I want to tell you something. My own experience, my own thing. Sometimes you're studying this, you'll be wondering, hey, how can I not remember? Have you anyone thought that? இவ்வளவு விஷயம் படிக்கிறவன் எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் ஞாபகத்துல வச்சுக்க முடியுமா? எனக்கு மறந்துடுறேன். Sometimes you read, you forget. Yes or not?
நான் யோசிச்சிருக்கேன் பிரபு. நான் யோசிச்சிருக்கேங்க.
ஆமா.
இதெல்லாம் ஞாபகம் முடியுமா? மறந்துடுவேனா? அந்த இது இருந்துச்சு.
Yeah, sometimes மறந்துடுவோம், right?
Yes.
Sometimes we forget. Ayo, I read this, but I forget. But you know something? Everything is thought in your mind. When the thing required, Krishna will bring it up and make you more understand. So they talk about the petal. The lotus petal, I studied, yes. But you asked that question. Now, Krishna gave me that inspiration. Look at the petal and look at all this. Now understand the Goloka with the petal. What does this mean? Thanks to you. So don't worry. You will never forget anything that you have studied.
Yes.
It come back to you. You'll understand it better. Wow. Wonderful. All right. So now there's a brilliant example of one affection. Then now you look at this thing. Headed by Lord Shiva, both all offering respect to Krishna. Okay. Rajati Raja, Raja Martanda, Raja Gambira. You know, I'm just giving paraphrasing. Just like in the Indians said, with the Tamil way of praising the king. Rajati Raja, Raja Martanda, Raja Gambira, Raja Glotunga, Raja Adi, Raja Idi. You're praying, and Krishna was standing there. And all were saying, oh, they're worshipping. And what Arjuna do? Just imagine. He put the hand around Arjuna and they're worshipping. He said, hey, why there's a dust on your feather? Arjuna was respectfully prayed to Krishna, despite the glorious opulence of Lord, and Arjuna stood before him with his hand on his shoulder. Put the hand on his shoulder, yes. Who's this? And brushed the dust from his peacock feather. Why your peacock feather got dust? Cleaning the peacock feather. Can you see how beautiful, wonderful? I want to ask you a question. If only Krishna said, okay, now, Cheong Fuk Wing, Chaitanya Daya Prabhu, you're so qualified. The next post you're going to take, you're going to be born as Brahma. You're going to be the father of creator. Would you like to take that offer? Do you want to take that offer being a Brahma? Huh?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you want to be Brahma?
No. Oh, sorry. I got to rephrase that.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes they say, hey, you take the offer of Rudra, the destroyer of this universe, Rudra. Or you take the offer of Brahma. You take the offer of Kartikeya, the commander-in-chief of demigod's army. You know, you want this? Nothing. You don't want anything. I rather want to be with Krishna, whether to be his friend, to be his lover. I don't want to stand there, oh, Krishna. I don't want that. I want to be like Arjuna, put the hand around Krishna. Hey, Krishna, what is something? You didn't eat properly, See, there's something dead in your mouth, You know? Oh, I rather be with Krishna who takes care of Krishna as a baby. Try to dress Krishna and Krishna so naughty and hit the bum. Hey, naughty boy. Be quiet. Like that. Or I prefer to be with Krishna, with his lovers, like having fun with him, dancing, singing, Wow. It's so nice compared to, when you go to heaven, you see the, what they call, the Ramba, Urvasi, and all the Gandharvas, Apsaras. Apsaras will be singing. Gandharvas will be dancing like a cabaret dancer. In the world, cabaret dancer, half-naked women, they're dancing. Like you see in Las Vegas, cabaret dancer, these kind of people will be dancing there. And what will happen to you? It increases your lust. Increases sense gratification. Then you take that somaras, the heavenly beer. Cheers! And enjoy with them. Right? But here, there is no lust. That is pure affection, pure form of love. Untainted. Right? Sometimes you see the honey which is pure. The honey is pure. If you really taken the pure honey, like, I heard like Malaluka. Malaluka is very expensive honey. Very purest form of honey. You take the honey and put in your tongue. The honey remains in your tongue at least few hours. The taste can never get out from the tongue. Even after that, it deeply rooted in your mind. You can remember the taste of the honey. Right? After you put the finger and you lick it, then after some time you put the thing, you still can have some kind of honey. A pure, of course, we are talking about mundane, it doesn't last long. But there is purest form of love. Even now we are experiencing some pathetic, opposite love. Itself gives us so much of happiness. Imagine you go to the purest form of love. By the love personified. And there's a person who are controlled that love personified. The love energy of Krishna is controlled by Radharani. The love personality manifests. The love, this thing, she came out in the form of Radharani. She is the authorized person. She's the owner of Ladini Shakti. Until Krishna want to experience, Krishna became wonder with wonder. Why people are so crazy for me? Let me go and check it out. And Radharani says, without me, you can never even experience that. Really? Yes. Even Krishna cannot experience the pure love when Radharani don't approve it. You understand? And you go to the place where Srimati Radharani is expressing the pure form of love. And both Krishna and Radha will enjoy, and it's a side effect. When there's a beautiful moon has risen, everyone enjoys. At that moment, when every devotee surrounded, they awe-stricken, they forget everything. They even forget their destiny. Right? There's a discussion in our Sadhu Sangha with Prabhupada disciple. You know, it happens early in the morning, sometimes late in the afternoon, the day. I was fortunate enough to be part of the association. They were saying about this term. I think we also have studied that. Have we studied that gopis see Krishna's lotus feet is so soft, and so, what they call, it's like so soft, and they are worried you're walking without shoe, you're walking. All the pebbles of Vrindavan should be sticking. You should be hurting your feet, your soul. S-O-L-E, not S-O-U-L, soul. So not Kal Padam. All the Kal Padam, all the things have been injuring you. Please come and take the sole of your feet and put it on my breast. Have we discussed that before? Have we read that before in this Nectar of Devotion? Yes or no? Do you remember? When the gopi is saying, please take your lotus feet and put it on our breast. Have we studied that? Have we read that before?
I read from Bhagavatam, Prabhu.
No. Here, in Nectar of Devotion. I think I remember reading it. When the gopis were like lamenting, you know, they say, when will you take your lotus feet and put it on my breast? Especially put it on the breast. Have we spoke about that here? Andadevi Mataji, have we spoke about that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, good.
Remember,
How to
I remember you
Yeah, you remember.
expressed.
Okay.
Yes.
When we were discussing that, suddenly I was inspired. I mean, I'm not saying anything. When I said that, they were like surprised. They say, yes, that could be the reason. You know what suddenly struck my mind? There, in that Ramananda Roy and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there was a discussion. They were discussing about the lamentation of the gopis. They say, well, you're walking in the pebble and your foot are always hurt. Oh dear Krishna, please take your lotus feet and put it on our breast. And they say, but we are so sorry. Our breast is so hard and it may hurt your feet. How to understand that? How to understand the statement? My breast is hard. It can hurt your feet. Usually we understand breasts are very soft. What does that mean by breast is hard? So I came out, I just said, can it be like this? And they will say, I mean, I'm not saying anything I shouldn't say like that. I'm not, just inspiration. We are all, who are the gopis? They are perfect devotees. They are perfected yogis. They are the cream of the crop. Right? Just like if you go to NASA, India, NASA, America, there's some Indians are working. Who are these Indians? They are the cream of the crop. Right? They could be the first class achievers. They work in NASA, they work in all these kind of high flying industries in India, in America. Similarly, the high class devotees, the perfected devotees, they'll become gopi. Catching upon the lotus feet of gopis, a lotus feet of Krishna, and putting it on my breast. And I am saying my breast is hard, oh Krishna. It may hurt your feet. The understanding is, my heart is still as hard as a stone. But the only way to melt my stone heart is by taking the lotus feet of your and put it in my heart, absorb it in me. I want to hold your lotus feet deep in my heart, and my heart will melt. So they were saying, so they were referring to when they were in a mortal, say, my breast is hard. You know? So when we study that, when we go beyond, that's why I'm telling, it's my great fortune, my dear Prabhus and mothers, to study this literature with all of you in absolute detail. When we are studying in absolute detail, all these understandings start coming to us. I say, could it be that the gopis are perfect devotees and the heart is as stone, and now they're referring the heart as breast, and they want to capture the lotus feet of Krishna and put it on my heart? And what does it mean? I say, yes, that is what we want. So the gopis are in great ecstasy, in the purest form of love. Despite they don't have any mortal body, they are in their original Swarupa. They don't have veins runs in the body. There's no blood veins, no heartbeat, no this thing, no go, morning you eat something, next day you have to go to toilet. Nothing. There's no something. They are in the original form. It's just like a mango without a seed. All right? The mango without a seed. What is the verse? Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text 3. Do anyone of you got a Bhagavatam with you?
Nigamo kalpataro galitam palam.
Yes. Explain. Yes. Explain the verse.
I tried, Prabhu. Bhagavatam is compared to mango without seed and toli, Prabhu. Toli illada palam.
Okay. Then?
அவ்வளவுதான் பிரபு ஞாபகம் இருக்கு.
Anyway, very good. Nigama kalpatarur galitam palam shuka mukat amrta drava samyutam pibata bhagavata rasam alayam muhur aho rasika muhur aho ரசிகர்களே அஹோ ரசிகா புவி பாவுகா. How to understand this thing, right? Nigama means the Vedic literature. Kalpatarur is a kalpa vriksha tree. Kalpa, kalpa vriksha is a desire tree, all right? And that tree which is fully matured, galitam, fully matured, then and it produces a fruit, palam. And in that fruit, what happened? Sukha or parrot. When you see a mango, when it's eaten by a parrot, it increases the nectar. Have you noticed that? In small times, my mother used to say, we used to have a mango tree. Oh, kuri kadicha palam. Inno rusiya irukum. Have you heard about it? When the bird come and eats the mango become even more sweeter. Have you heard about it? Yeah. But nowadays, when modern technology come and people become over clever, what they say? But it already got bacteria. That is, there's a papaya, it's eaten. Then I say, hey, what happened? Hey, the papaya, the bird eat already. No. So what? The bird got another bacteria. Come on. So now, so what happened? So that fruit eaten by the bird, by parrot. How? By Sukadev Goswami. Sukadev Goswami, Sukha, also known as parrot. Okay, that's another big, we discussed that in Srimad Bhagavatam. All right? Then after that, it says what? Nigama kalpatarur galitam palam. Sukha mukha, Sukha, is eaten by the Sukha, the bird. Amrita dhruva samyutam. Amrita means what? Nectar. Nectarian, amurdam. Real amurdam. Drava, semi-solid. That means if the fruit become very ripe, you hold it, it start to melt. When the fruit is not hard, if it's not ripe, it is very hard. You have to chew, you have to eat like a fiber, like eating guava. What they call guava in Tamil? Koyaka. Like eating koyaka, guava. You have to crush like that. But if the thing very soft, you hold it start to melt. Sometimes you also feel like, alivi pochi. Sometimes you hold it, we say, alivi pochi. We don't take it. But here they say drava, semi-solid and soft. Semi-solid and soft means what? It is not it's not hard. It's not really lambe like this thing. It is semi-solid. All right. So it's easily swallowable. You just put in your mouth, you just bite, you have the kick of biting, and the thing. Any one of you doing nirjala today? Nirjala fasting? If any one of you do nirjala fasting, please forgive me. Because nowadays I see devotees, sometimes they say they don't even want to take water. They do full fasting. Anyway, today is Ekadasi, we can talk about fruit. So you just bite. And imagine, it is not hard. You do not need to even to use your jaw to chew. You just bite and press on your tongue. It starts to melt in your mouth. Wow. Okay. And easily swallowable. Then after that it says, samyutam. It perfect in all respect. Pibala. Say relish. Anubhavai. Pibala, Pibata, do relish it. What? The Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is what? The book dealing with the science of eternal relationship with the Lord. So in Bhagavatam, we are studying Bhagavatam to re-establish our eternal relationship with the Lord. In other words, we are studying Bhagavatam to find our Swarupa Siddhi. Are you a Dwarakavasi? Or are you a Vaikunthavasi? Are you a Golokavasi? Are you a Maduravasi? What is your relationship with the Lord? All right. So they said dealing with science of eternal relationship with the Lord. Starting from Matsya, the fish, until to the topmost Krishna, to his most private chamber of his Madhurya. Wow. And you go there. It's all just like rasam. What is rasam? Not the rasam that we drink. Kollu rasam, not rasam means what? Juice. Right? It's juice. You blend the fruit and you drink rasam. Even Tamil also we call rasam, pala rasam. Of course, now people don't understand. If you really look at it, because I remember my grandfather say, pala rasam sapriya, pala rasam. Pala rasam, na? The fruit, the rasam. Rasam means condensed or blended soup. Rasam na soup or watery form of this thing. Right? Tair rasam sapriya, pala rasam sapriya, apdin kepanga. My grandfather used to ask me. I mean, I remember I is saying that. Okay? Wait, nipati, pala rasam vaintu va. Mambala rasam vaintu va habdinu. So like that, okay? So it's a fruit. That means first is semi-solid and you chew, it creates so tasty. And that Bhagavatam, it just when you blend that fruit and you drink it, all right, which is so relishable, you don't even need to take an attempt to even to hold your throat. That means you just put in your mouth, it just goes deep into your throat and just go into your system and gives you so much of relishable. Alayam, until liberation or to the level of liberated condition. So we understand Alayam means got two meaning. Liberation or until liberation. So Bhagavatam, even you are a neophyte, you study Bhagavatam, you go through the liberation. If you are not liberated, if you are liberated, it also suits. That means this book Bhagavatam, it suits the neophyte and the advanced devotee. We cannot, this is for the junior. No, it's for everyone. Alayam, until liberation or even in a liberated stage. Muhu, always. Aho, oh Rasika. Alright? Oh Rasika. Rasika na enade? Hey, Rasikaragale. Rasikaravane. Rasika means watching, enjoying. Right? Like for instance, you are going for a drama. You are watching the drama. You are enjoying the drama. The word enjoyment we call Rasika. Right? Rasika. Alright? Or in Tamil we call Rasigargal. In English, Rasigara. But this Rasika is different. Those who are in full of knowledge of mellows. That means these are the Rasigargal. Rasigargale. That means you're part of it. Enjoyers. Bhuvi. Bhuvi means earth. Bhuva. Bhuvi. Bhavukaha. Who are also expert and thoughtful person. So the translation, oh expert and thoughtful man, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desired tree of the Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Sri Shukadev Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectarian juice were already relishable for all, including liberated soul. Hari Bol. So my God, we have already Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. We have gone into Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, today is a wonderful day to even to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam. That is what Rasika. We are all Rasika. Rasigargal. Enjoy. There's not even a skin, and there's not even a what they call a seat. You take it and just enjoy. That is what. So that is what pure love. And this pure love is shown in that area to the maximum. So all the sakas of Krishna, like Pandavas, all the friends, Sridham, Sudama, all these friends, they are showing the purest form of friendship. Purest form of friendship. All the Yadavas, if you go to Dwaraka, all the Yadavas, they are showing the purest form of adoration to Krishna as a king in Dwarakapuri. When you go to Mathurapuri, you see the purest form of paternal and love. The mother showing the pure love of mother. The father, Nanda Maharaj, shows the pure love of this thing, Kaumara. I mean, baby, how they love. The same thing, you go to Dwaraka, the Vasudev and Devaki are showing the pure love to the teenage son. Everything is extra. There's 100% mark, nothing beyond it. But what we are having is just a little drop of it. When they say he's an expert joker, he's showing the pure form of humor. Right? When he go and dance, it gives the pure form of love. When he go and irritate the Brajavasis and everything is pure. Just think about it. Right? So this is what we can understand from this thing. It's just, I never heard about this. I'm not sure from where Rupa Goswami is quoting here. He says, quoting Yata. Surais Tripura. Tripura Jin. Mukair api vidiyamana srutil. I'm not sure where he's quoting from. But he said, Southern Wave. Chapter, third wave. Text 109. See, I'm all confused already now. Can you just imagine when Lord Shiva was standing, he kneeling and praying with all the demigods, and Arjuna, like careless, he don't care what's happening. He put the hand around him, and he saw Krishna. He saw some dust on the peacock feather, just like cleaning the peacock feather. And the people are worshipping with so much awe and reverence. That is prema. That is beautiful. Meditate on this for today. When you chant your Hare Krishna mantra, when you chant the Hare Krishna mantra, you just think in your heart, my dear Lord, give me the purest form of chanting. The purest of form of chanting, it is not tainted with any other thought process. In order to concentrate, sometimes our mind is chanchala. Even Arjuna says in Bhagavad Gita, my mind is chanchala, chapter 6, right? Chanchala, cannot control. Very hard to control. How am I supposed to do that? That's why in meditation, they ask you to don't open the eyes, don't close the eyes. In between, look at the nose. So when you look at the nose, when you keep staring at the nose, your mind has no place to think. So how we do? We chant audibly and we concentrate on the name that we are saying. Hare Krishna. Krishna. So Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Put your mind, your thought in the word that you are uttering. Sit straight. Try to not to open the eyes wide, not to close the eyes. Your chanting is supposed to be authentic, not walking chanting, not talking chanting, not messaging chanting, not chanting while looking at the time, not chanting simply to fulfill your vow. All right? கடமைக்கு செய்யறது. கடமைக்கு செஞ்சா அவரும் உங்கள்கிட்ட கடமைக்கு தான் நடந்துக்குவாரு. செஞ்சிட்டியா? ஓகே, கொடுத்தேன். ஆனா சுக்கிருத்தி கிடைக்காது. You do out of duty, and Krishna also give you out of duty. Right? What Krishna says at last in Bhagavad Gita? Right? Surrender to me. In chapter 9, in confidential knowledge, chapter 2, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. He said, I'm going to reveal, no, chapter 1. 9.1. What Krishna says? Oh Arjuna, I am going to reveal to you this most confidential knowledge because you are never envious of me. If you have not envious means what? There's only two extreme points, heat and cold, hot and cold, happiness, sadness. If you're not envy means, what is the next thing? You love him, right? That's what Krishna says. No, because you are not envious of me, I'll reveal to you this. So in other words, what am I talking this now? Why did I go out of the topic now? What was I telling? My mother's ringtone is very disturbing. Just made me forget. What was I saying just now? Can anyone just you chant Hare Krishna. You chant very attentively. All right. Anyway, I can't recall. Anyway, let me come to the point. So, when we chant Hare Krishna, meditate. Don't do any other activity. All right. Now, as we are
டியூட்டிக்காக செய்யக்கூடாது, மனசார செய்யணும் நீங்க பிரபு chanting.
Okay. Good. Fantastic. So, கடமைக்கு செய்யறது. All right. நீ கடமைக்கு செஞ்சா நான் கடமை கொடுத்துறேன். Then you just do your duty, I will give you accordingly. But Krishna says don't. At first, Krishna told Arjuna to do the duty. But later he says, I'm going to give you this confidence because you're not envious of me. All right? So when you're not envious, when you start to love Krishna, you just love me. Worship me in this form. Pay your homage to me. I will take care of you, right? So that means Krishna says, give me the love. So similarly, when you simply chant just to fulfill your vow of 16 rounds, machine gun chanting, Hare Krishna, timer over there, timer. Oh, I'm so sleepy, I have to finish my round no matter what. Come on, you are wasting your time. Make your time. I remember, like once I asked Garga Muni Prabhu, Prabhupada disciple, first disciple, Garga Muni. I asked him, Prabhu, because I'm very busy with my service, is that okay if I don't chant my 16 rounds? He got so annoyed when I asked him the question. He said, even how busy you are, do you eat? Yes. Do you still bathe? Yes. Do you still go to toilet? Yes, obviously. Stop all that. Finish your 16 rounds. Say, wow. I couldn't understand why he said like that. You know, I didn't understand why. You know, I was thinking service is more important word. Because very busy. You know, what is the chant? No, chant, I'm cooking, I'm doing service. No. The result of all our service is to dovetail to our ecstatic chanting. There's one particular thing happened in Ipoh. Let me tell you. All right. There's one particular devotee who has a big fat ego. It's a short-tempered person. Very short-tempered. Very short-tempered. After so long, he came back to temple. After 20 years absent, he suddenly appeared. When he come back, he started to bring back the 20 years ago into the, I mean, after vacuum, as though he woke up from coma, you know. Oh, it was like this. Then until he became like so, like, over this thing, you know, when we were eating, he'll come and mop. When we were doing class, he'd go off the fan, off the light. Very annoying. But after that, I realized he is really care that the temple wastes Krishna's money. Don't waste electricity, it's Krishna's money. Outside, you must, when you come in, you must put your slipper properly. If not, slipper will fly away. You take the slipper and throw it into the bush. Last time, not like that, you know. People come at the entry, there's so much of slippers scattered. He tried to do, but people never listen. And what happened? He throw away few of the slippers in the bush. And now that day, he didn't turn up to the temple. He went for a wedding. And people came. They didn't put the slipper whimsically. They take the slipper and put it nicely. He cleansed the temple. Amazing, beautiful, very spotless. See, wow. But you know what happened? I've not seen him for one month plus. But suddenly when I saw him, he became so humble and meek. I went and said, Prabhu, thank you so much. You're keeping the temple extremely clean. I wanted to call and talk to you, but I think I need to speak to you personally. I hold his hands. You're doing a fantastic job, Prabhu. Keep up a job. Keep up doing this. You know, the temple is yours. You are the person. And you know what happened? The more he started to serve the temple, the servicing, that means basically he cleansed his heart. When he cleansed his heart, right? When he cleansed his heart, what happened? All right. When he started to cleanse his heart, he became so okay. He cleansed his heart. After the heart become clean, and now he start to, last time you see the way he chant, you feel like you can see his agitation. Right. Now he could just sit in one place and go on chanting. He don't talk much already. He like withdraw his sense into him and engage in cleaning and chanting. And he reminds me very nicely, this verse 249. Durena hyavaram karma. Buddhi yoga dhananjaya. Buddhau sharanam anvicha. Kripana pala etava. Durena hyavaram karma. Throw away all abominable activity. Anger, pride, lust, greed, ego, identification. Throw away, far away. All hyavaram karma, unwanted nonsense. Throw away, far away. True devotional service. In that consciousness, in that intelligence, Buddhau Sharanam Anvicha, in that consciousness, surrender unto the Lord. All right? Oh, Dhananjaya, keep all abominable activities far distant by devotional service. And in that consciousness, surrender unto the Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruit is miser. So it shows a real clear cut, real life incident. He came in after 20 years because I saw him. I used to see him when I was young. I used to see him. We used to be scared of him. It's a terror. Terror in the sense, very loving guy, but Short temper. You know, sometimes when you have a short temper, people is very irritating. Pattinu govandru. And after that 20 years, he came back. And I was so happy to see him. Of course, he was my supporter in book distribution, right? I used to take his sons all to go for book distribution. But not with me, but with others, with others. But he come back, he say, why like this? Why like that? Why like that? Why the cherry like that? I say, come on, Prabhu. After 20 years, he came. Don't ask me why. Just go and do it yourself. All right? No point asking. We are all so tired. We have no manpower. We can't do anything. You want, you do it. Why the cherry like that? Waiting for you. I got irritated, actually. I got so annoyed when he asked me that. Why the cherry like that? Waiting for you. Where did you go? You come, right? You take care. Don't ask questions. Say, why is the temple like that? Waiting for you. We need OCDs like you. I made that kind of cunning statement, OCD. All right. Then suddenly you took up the service. And today, my God, spotless, my dear Prabhus and mothers, spotless clean. There's not even an age of the thing. You can't even find a dust at the edge. Right? You look at the chair below, clean. Basically, I'm telling you, I'm just giving an analogy. You can simply put a rice in any part of the temple you can eat without feeling scared. On the floor, it's that clean. Right? Suddenly when I saw him, he became so humble. Right? I saw all the slippers were nicely arranged, the devotees, and he became so humble. And when I told him, Prabhuji, you have done a fantastic job, Prabhuji. No, I'm very happy. It's been long we see the temple because we are so busy. We are running here and there. We have no time to clean. You are retired now, He didn't even want to acknowledge the praises. He didn't even want to acknowledge it. When I hold him, he just put his head down, smiled. He said, thank you. He just walked off. He don't even want to acknowledge the praise. Then after that, humbly came and asked, Prabhu, if you don't mind, your office key, can you give me? Because I've keep all my books there. Of course, everything is upside down as usual. If you don't mind, can you give me? I said, Prabhu, I can give you the office key, but you keep this key. Next week, pass back to my boy, Raja Prema. Don't give to anybody else. Oh, no, I won't give to anyone. So the way he came and asked me, I was like, wow, is this the devotee? So, my dear Prabhus, pay attention to your chanting. Pure love of chanting. Chant purely. Not walk around, not think around, not this active. There's one sadhu told me, I read this book, don't even carry your bead bag. Don't put the big bag around your neck and walk around. Go to temple with a big bag around your neck and go there, simply hang somewhere. Just like how the doctor carries a stethoscope. As though you're going to look at everywhere, You see, come up, put the thing. No, it's just like a show off. When the doctors put a stethoscope around the neck, showing off, I'm a doctor. And the doctor don't even use it. Yes? They like to put the stethoscope around. You can see the hospital, especially the new doctor. They simply like to put it as a kind of gesture. Hey, I'm a doctor. But what's the point? Is he going to stop anybody, put the stethoscope, this thing? No. Simply to show. So when you hang the chanting bag around your neck, you're simply showing off. I am a devotee. No. And that Prabhu says he's a Bhakti Swarup Damodara Swami disciple. Right? His name is what? Satya Narayana Swami. Right? Now you have taken Babaji Vesha. Is it? This chanting bag is so sacred. The beats are so sacred. It is your personal relation. This is the thing that you are personally discussing with Srimati Radharani, begging her for mercy. Don't put your bag around your neck and walk around. Don't put the bag and start to dance with it. And the bag, like how sometimes in circus you see, right? They take the circle thing, put on the neck and just, the thing will start to spin. People will be dancing with the neck and the thing will be spinning around. And don't take the beads and show. The three things are supposed to be kept confidential. Your beads, your vows, and your spiritual master. Don't go and propagate. This is, keep it in your house, chant in a very sacred place, After you chant it, keep it in a very sacred, clean place. Right? Even when you go to bed, take your, like what Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he keeps the bag at his thing. So when you sleep, the bed, put it on the this in front. So when you feel something, you just get up, you just start chanting, keep it so sacred. I mean, according to what he said. And I say it makes sense, yes. It does make sense. Right? Simply hang around the neck and not chanting. And people will carry the beads, like especially like my children. It's like a showmanship. I used to tell my children, you don't even chant. You carry the bag back and do what? My little one, no, pa, I want to go there and chant Hare Krishna. Then go there, all be hanging one round. From far, I say, oh, Padita Tarna's children's bag. Then we tell, hey, you should take and chant. Okay. And my little one will start chanting. My son will be, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare. Pop, they throw at the runaway. So showmanship. We don't do that. We are getting mature. They are children. All right? Pay attention to your chant. Just like how you see pure friendship, pure parental, pure love, pure distinct. Now let's go into pure chanting. Don't open your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Your eyes stare. Just put a semi-open. Put a tulsi in front. A small tulsi. Take a small tulsi. Just put it in front. Just semi-open. That means you're not opening your eyes. You're not closing your eyes. Right? Don't even need to have a specs. Because the specs power, it can also make your high earth. Just like this. And start to say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One round. Do very softly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One round. Second round, increase the speed. Third round, go far. Then after that, you know what? When you go on chanting, you can never miss any words. You see? And of course, your mind is fully attention. 1.5 hours, dedicate your time to chant. If possible, I'm telling you. Even if it's not possible, no, I'm busy, I cannot do that. It's okay. Just go on chanting. Doesn't matter. This is what I meant for. If you want to go to the pure chanting, right? You do that. I don't feel stress out. Oh, if I do this, how am I supposed to take care? How am I supposed to cook? Doesn't matter. I'm just giving. This is the rules. Try your best to follow. If you can't, it's okay. All right? It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Carry on the way you chant. No harm done. Chanting is very powerful. Even a child touches the fire without realizing it's still hot. It's still burnt. So there's no harm done. But I'm saying, if you have a chance, try to do that. All right? So with that, we end the session today. I think we went so much out of the topic here. Hari Bol. Now, Prema Yata Bhavati Udyasti Swareshupati. When the Pandavas are banished by Duryodhana. Which page? Okay, page 335. Mark the book, page 335, second paragraph. Oops. Why there's a marking here? When Arjuna stood before him, he said so. Okay. When you look at the book here, it's mentioned. The thing about Krishna, Arjuna is like putting the hand. Here is a footnote. There's a footnote here says, oh, what happened to my reading glass? My God. Oh, chai though. This Arjuna living in Vrindavan, different from the friend of the same name of whom Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Wow. Look at that. Did you all notice that in your book? How come it's not mentioned here? Oh, Krishna. Oh, you see, it's not mentioned here. Do you have a Prabhupada's Nectar of Instruction, a Nectar of Devotion? See the footnote there?
Yes, Prabhu.
You notice another footnote?
Yeah, this is not a Pandava. It is another friend of his. Prabhu.
Yes. You know this earlier after realizing after the footnote, is it?
Earlier, much earlier.
Then why did you stop me, Prabhu?
But it was okay, because I thought you noticed it, Prabhu.
No. I am. Oh my God. If I say something which is not right, please stop me, Prabhu. I'm a fool. I'm not really this thing. Alama. No, that's why remember I just said just now, I don't know where it's mentioned like this. Remember, Prabhu? I don't remember where it's mentioned or which part of the Sastra mentioned that Arjuna was holding, putting the hand. So I was thinking Dwaraka. Thank God I found out. Are you all following me? If you look at this book that is mentioned, this Arjuna living in Vrindavan is different from the friend of the same name to whom Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So this is not the Pandava Arjuna. This is Gopa Arjuna. Oh my God. All right. So, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, next time, if I talk nonsense, please stop me immediately. Say, hey, you're not right. Okay, Prabhu. Vaishnava Prabhu.
Yeah,
Are you there?
I heard you, Prabhu.
Okay. No, because while I was reading, I was thinking, I thought maybe, as I think mentioned just now also, right? I don't know where Rupa Goswami got this quotation from. Okay, anyway, whatever said and done, today was such a nice, ecstatic discussion. So beautiful. I really enjoyed discussing with all of you. Okay, I think I have to rush now. I have to do offering and bring lunch. Thank you so much for your time. I'm really grateful to each and every one of you for giving me such an opportunity to discuss along. And tonight we are discussing chapter 10, Bhagavad Gita, Gita Gyan program. And for another 18 more days, we had 8 more days. Gita Gyan is over. And I think even Nectar of Devotion looks like we can, I think most likely just matter of by this week or next week, we could be able to complete it, right? But of course, our goal is not to complete it, but to relish it. And Srimad Bhagavatam, can you see or not? Just one verse, how deep we can go in. You all find it nice? Nice or not?
Very nice, Prabhu.
Yeah. It's very powerful. So it is not only the liberated, even those who are on the way. It suits for everyone. So we're going to study like that. I hope you all got a Srimad Bhagavatam with you. We must have a Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So when you have a Srimad Bhagavatam, we could study easily. So maybe I don't want to share the screen because when you look at that, the screen, what they call a database, you highlight, then after you disappear, it's so not easy, not conducive. So also keep your physical book with you, Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Then we're going to go into that detail, word by word. Now, what this word means, the translation means, then overall translation and the purport, right? Just this 1.1.3, it blows the head off, right? What about 1.1.2? Dharma projita kaitava, throw all the nonsense dharma. Throw all your belief system, all your caste, your creed, your belief, your culture, throw everything away. Dharma projita kaitava. Kaitava dharma. Cheating religion. He says cheating religion. Why is cheating religion? Hey, I am not doing cheating religion. That religion that's not going to liberate you, but going to get you stuck in this material world are considered cheating religion. Anyway, I don't go into that. If I start, I cannot stop. It's so exciting about that, right? Have a nice day. We see you again tomorrow at same time. And if you have any takeaway, if you find anything that inspired you, please share in the group. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubevacha paditanam pavinebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama. Yes, Mataji, you want to say something? Chana Lakshmi Mataji?
Krishna Prabhu, just one question, Prabhu. முதல்ல நம்ம படிச்சோம்னா கிருஷ்ணாவுக்கு வந்து லாங் முடி மினிக்கு முடி சொல்லி சொல்லிட்டோம். ஸோ அந்த டைம் தான் கிருஷ்ணா வந்து மொயினி பிசிக்கல் எடுத்தாரா பிரபு?
No. That is during his Paugada. Paugada means until he was 11. He's not even a teacher, not even Kishora.
Okay.
When he was a young boy, he used to have a long hair. I'm not sure about Mohini Avadana. Right? Okay. Thank you. Vancha. Okay. श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जाए, श्रीला रूपा गोस्वामी पाठ की जाए, और ग्लोरीज टू द असेंबल्ड डिवोटी। हरे कृष्णा। ठीक है।